Well, remember from functions is the following, okay? So if I gave you a function f of x equals 3x plus 2, what we would do is we have our called inputs. Inputs are our x values. Everybody remember that? So if I asked you to get f5, what would be the answer for f5? 3 times 5 plus 2, and the answer would be 17. So you remember what functions are, you remember what they do. So in this question here, what we're quite simply told is that f of x is 3 times x plus whatever k is. Whatever k is. Everybody got that? Now what we're asked, what we're asked next is f4. So how do we do f4? Three times 4 plus k. 3 times 4? 12 plus k. Is everybody alright? But we're told the answer is also 10. So what does that mean about the k value? Bring the 12 over to your side and what happens? 10 minus 12? K is minus 2. Part 2. When the input equals 1, the output equals what? 5, yeah? Happy enough with that? And that's your function. So replace x with 1 and the answer has to be 5. Okay, guys. What do I do with the x, guys? What do I do with the x? Replace it with 1. K times 1 plus 4 equals 5. K plus 4 equals 5. So what's k equal to? K is equal to 1. So, okay. F of x is a function x squared minus 2x plus k. The function 1, 2, what does that mean? Input equals output 2. So replace x with the number 1. Right. Anywhere there's an x, replace it with 1. Okay. And put the answer equal to 2. Now, throw this into the calculator. What do you get if you put that into the calculator? Anybody? 1 take away 2? Minus 1 plus k equals 2. Bring the minus 1 to the other side. 2 plus 1. K is equal to 3. Ready? Now question 7 has the following routine. You listening? F of x equals ax plus b. Now we have 2 points. Everybody sees the 2 points? If there's any zeros, use that point first. Which point has the 0 in it? So that means input equals 0, output equals 4. You okay with that? So what are you going to do with this graph here then? What are we going to replace x with? Replace x with 0. So in every question you're going to be given a function. In every question you're going to be given an input and an output. It's your job to replace x with the inputs and put whatever you get equal to the output every time. Okay? So is everybody happy with a times 0 plus b equals 4? Is that okay? Now what do you think a times 0 is? A multiplied by 0, anybody? 0. So what's the answer then? B equals 4. So in that case, I can relinquish the b, and what can I put in instead of it? 4. Let's move on to the next point. What do you see in the next point? Huh? What's the next point? Input is 3. Output's minus 2. So I want you to do the same thing again. I want you to replace, anywhere you see an x, you're going to replace it with what? 3. And the answer has to be minus 2. Off you go. Hey. So what you replace x with, guys? X gets replaced with 3. 3 times a, 3a, plus 4, and the output has to be minus 2. And we're going to find out the a value that caused that to happen. So 3a, and what happens to the 4 when you bring it over to your side? Yeah. 3a equals minus, and then divide minus 6 by 3. Minus 2. Reasonably easy, okay? So f of x is 2x take away 1. So whatever your input is, double it and take away 1. Agreed? So does anybody know the answer for a? What's your input for a? So 2 times 4 take away 1. A take away 1. 7. Is everybody happy that a is 7? Yeah. Okay. Let's do C next, okay? We'll do C next. What's the input for C? What's the input for C, guys? Yeah, this is really easy stuff. And then you go minus 3 is the input. 2 times minus 3. Minus 6 minus 1. And that means the answer for C is minus 7. Agreed? Now, this one's a bit awkward, okay? Do you see B and 9 together? See B, 9. Yeah? This means your input is B, but your output is 9. So, what do I replace X with? You replace X with B, and you put the answer equal to 9. 2b minus 1 equals 9. Bring the minus 1 over to your side. 2b equals 10, and then b equals 5. There you go. Some common language here. What do we all think is in the purple box? The function itself, yeah? So would you agree f of x is usually what we call our functions, isn't it? And it's our whatever the input is, a multiplied by the input squared plus b multiplied by the input plus 1. What it gives me on the left hand side is this. Everybody see the yellow box here? What does this mean? When I replace the input with 1, what happens? The answer has to be 0. So that's what we're looking at. Okay. Replace the input with 1, and the answer has to be 0. Okay. Yeah, move the 1 over to your side, and you get a plus b equals minus 1. Now, before we continue this question on, do you notice that you have 2 letters and only 1 equation? Everybody see that? 2 letters, 1 equation. Back at the start of second year, we did something called simultaneous equations. Do you all remember doing simultaneous equations? And what did I tell you back then? You add downwards and what happens? 2x equals 7. In this case, 2x equals 7. And x will equal 7 over 2. Oh, you only have, with simultaneous equations, how many equations do you need? You need 2 of them, don't you? I currently only have 1. And we'll just call it, for argument's sake, we'll call it big A. Now, where's the second one going to come from? Everybody see the blue box? Anywhere you see the input, replace it with minus 1, and the output is 0. Do that. Anytime you see an x, replace it with minus 1. So, I'm just going to reuse the last one I had. See this one here? Just going to reuse it. And we're going to replace, anywhere I have an input, I'm going to replace it with minus 1. I've squared, yeah? And the answer is 0. Okay, what's minus 1 squared, anybody? Huh? Minus 1 squared is not minus 1. plus 1. So A times 1. What's B times minus 1? Minus B. Bring the 1 to the other side. And what you get? Do you get minus 1 again? Oh, comes into A? Plus 1. Perfect. Wait a minute. Shh. Sorry guys, it's minus 1 guys. Shh. It's a plus 1 on the left, which makes it a minus 1 on the right. Now, I've now successfully formed my second simultaneous equation. A minus B equals minus 1. Now what did I say earlier about the simultaneous equations? What do I do? If I add downwards, I think the B's are going to go missing, aren't they? So what happens when I add downwards? A plus A equals minus 2. And then divide minus 2 by 2. Minus 1. A is minus 1. Okay. What about the B value then? See this purple equation here that I'm drawing the box around? Replace A with what number? Minus 1 plus B is minus 1. So what do you think B is? Anybody know what B is? B is 0, yeah, because when you bring the minus 1 over the other side, it becomes a plus 1. B is 0.